Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We bring you stories of faith, love, and devotion. Yeah, just kidding, please help us grow by hitting that like button. Now on to the story. My ex-best friend who slept with my ex-girlfriend 3 years ago, has gotten into contact with me. Hi, firstly sorry, this is my first time ever coming to Reddit about something, so I hope this gets somewhere. I'm 21 meters and my ex-girlfriend 22F now. We dated back in high school and we were a pretty solid relationship. Well, as I thought, I got kicked out of my mom's house pretty early into the relationship with her, and so I moved in with her and her family. We made it work terrifically. We would wake up, make lunch together, come home, make dinner, then watch a movie. We were always affectionate and intimate with one another. Fast forwarding 3 years into the relationship, I started hanging out with my best friend at the time, 23 meters, for weeks on end because me and my girlfriend were having problems communicating and being at home together, so I would stay at his. My ex-girlfriend asked to come stay over one night with us at his house and we were more than okay with that, and when she came over we all hung out as normal and everything. 2 weeks down the track, me and her both are pretty much staying at my best friend's house every day by this point because we threw parties and everything. They would go running off together somewhere when I'd be drunk and asleep in another room. I would catch them out a couple times for acting weird or being quiet the minute I came into the room. One night after my 18th we threw a small get-together at my best friend's house for myself and to celebrate and kind of get over the fact that my girlfriend broke up with me 8 hours after my 18th, and about 6 hours before this party, she came to the get-together and everyone who was invited stayed in a room with him and my ex-girlfriend while I was sitting outside drinking by myself. That night both my best friend and my now ex-girlfriend asked me if they could have a night alone away from me and all the drama that had been going down. I didn't say no and agreed. That night I drove past his house only to find her car there in his carport. Mind you, her best friend lived 2 minutes down the road and she chose to go see mine. It's pretty obvious what was going on, but my best friend got into contact with me a couple days ago and we spoke yesterday about everything they did behind my back. It went as far as my ex telling him that she loved him. Back then when it was all happening I never got the answers I wanted, but now I have them. I don't know what to do. I miss the friendship we had and how close we were. I want to be his friend, but I'm also afraid of what all my friends now would think. None of them like him for what he did to me. Should I just move on now that I have my answers, or do I become friends? I'm not sure. What do the people of Reddit think? Personally, I wouldn't have a friendship with someone like that. They were being sneaky behind your back. Snake in the grass emo, snake. Yeah, that comes to my mind a lot, and I do forgive a lot too. What does emo mean? You don't need a snake as a friend. You can forgive, it's healthy, but don't forget. Thank you. Could you really trust that guy again? I don't think so, not completely anyway, and definitely don't think I'd be able to trust him to even be near or know what a future partner looks like. Then he can't be your friend, full stop. Block him. He thinks you are easy prey. Your friendship will never be the same. You want it, you miss it, but it won't happen. So if the friendship is different anyway, do you want it to be with someone that betrayed you or someone that didn't? A real friend would never do this to you. Emo is in my opinion. So let me get this straight. Your ex-best friend slept with your ex-girlfriend while you were dating her, essentially stabbing you in the back, and you think you want to resume your friendship? Why? Do you want to give him another chance to actually kill you this time? There's no way I'd allow anyone back in my life after they did that to me. Yeah, I don't think after everyone's comments over the last few hours that it's a viable option, to be honest. Duck him. Ain't no friend. Straight up. Cunt will do it again in a second. Yeah, when we were talking he mentioned how he didn't know how to stop it and how he brought it back to childhood trauma and everything. I pounded for that and said that his childhood trauma wasn't an excuse to ruin my relationship or keep the fooling around going. He didn't know how to stop it and how he brought it back to childhood trauma. Firstly, yes he did, he just didn't want to and didn't care how much it hurt you, and secondly, bullshit. Betraying you was a choice, not an inevitable result of trauma. That's what I said to him when he mentioned it. I told him that his childhood trauma wasn't my fault and that I shouldn't have had to endure what I did because he went through shit as a kid. I told him to sort it out with his parents, not break my trust and damage my relationship further than it already was. Lots of people who come from trauma decide not to traumatize others. His words were, "I didn't know how to stop it." He's lying. His words may be that, but his heart would say, "I didn't want to stop it." He's allowed back into your life, but not if accountability for his actions is instead him painting himself as the victim instead of the villain in your story. This comes across as refusing to be responsible for his actions. In the past, he was able to justify his actions, and now it sounds like he's trying to convince you not to hold him accountable. Your forgiveness should be commensurate with how much accountability he's offering to you now, which is none. Edit words. What happened to them? Did they date? Are they together? I'm guessing not, since he reached out. No, they saw each other for about a month, then she ghosted him. Why would you invite the dishonesty back into your life? He had a chance to be a good friend when you needed it and valued access to your ex more. He is not to be trusted. In life you need to rely on others, you need to have trust. It is too precious to waste on shitheads. I never saw it as inviting dishonesty, because he's the one that contacted me and wanted to talk about what happened and give me answers. I can completely see where you're coming from, and I completely agree, he had his chance and valued her more. It's all just bringing back a lot. Are they still together? If so, you're going to have to deal with her. No, she's currently dating someone else I know and has been for about 2.5 years now, maybe 3. It was about a month after me and her initially broke up that her and my best friend weren't in contact anymore. So they just hooked up to mess with you. Forget about this guy, you seem to be an emotionally vulnerable person, you became friends with him very quickly, you're thinking of forgiving him, and this is a great opportunity for people with no honor like him. Don't put yourself in that position of an easy prey. Be hard on those who are hard on you, and be gentle with those who are gentle with you. Thank you for your wise words. The someone else you know wasn't another ex-friend, was it? It was. I wonder who she's ducking behind this poor schmuck's back. Did she ever apologize to you? I'm guessing not. No, she doesn't know I know what they've done and to what extent. She called me pathetic and ridiculous for even thinking something was going on, and while we broke up on the side of a motorway and he was sitting in my car, she said she wasn't doing it for him. I wish I knew what I know now instead of thinking I was delusional. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.